If there is one way to get to motorcycling nirvana, it is being all tucked down on a thoroughbred Supersport at full clip, letting the screaming inline-4 motor sink to absolute glory. It is that rush which never gets old as the surroundings blur out, and it is the ability of being able to carve that perfect line around every corner.
And that is what this Kawasaki ZX-6R is all about. It is a proper super sport from wheel to wheel and is practically a proper race bike that has been made legal for the street. It's 2024 and Kawasaki has brought back the ZX-6R to India. This screaming quacker is any motorcycling purist's delight. Now I am totally stoked and I'm having a ball of a time with this motorcycle and enjoying the sweet melody of this inline-4 mill. But I also have two questions. How relevant is this super sport in today's time when the trend has shifted to different kind of motorcycles? And secondly, should you be considering to putting down that money on this Kawasaki, or are there other motorcycles that are worth considering? I shall be answering you all of those questions in this video. But before we get going, if you're new to our channel, do subscribe to us and hit that bell notification for the latest news, reviews and updates from the world of cars and bikes from Car and Bike.
The 2024 Ninja ZX-6R has received a significant update when it comes to the design. Taking inspiration from the ZX-10R, the 6R is easy to be mistaken for its bigger sibling. The front is bold and striking with the LED headlamp unit, winglet-style inlets, and the angled chin spoiler, and also the ram air intake, making it clear that this quacker means business. The rest of the bike's design remains largely similar to the previous 6R, including the lime green color scheme on this bike. But it's the race-inspired graphics that add to the oomph factor, making the bike very appealing and eye-catching. On the feature front, the ZX-6R doesn't receive any significant upgrades, but it now comes with a TFT color screen for instrumentation with smartphone connectivity, allowing access to features via Kawasaki's Rideology app. Apart from that, you get 4 riding modes, allowing you to select between low and full engine power output and 3 levels of traction control with the option to turn it off.
Now the ZX-6R is a super sport, so we are talking about a committed riding stance with a race seat, low clip-ons and rear set foot pegs. Always ready to duck down and hit that gas, or to be ready in that optimal riding position to attack a corner. So it is obvious that comfort takes the backseat here. And along with that, you also need to be decently fit to keep up with this motorcycle's demand. However, despite the demands, the Ninja ZX-6R is a fantastic looking motorcycle now that looks fast even at standstill. Brought to India via the SKD route, the engine comes as a complete unit from Japan, while the rest of the motorcycle is assembled here. The quality levels are top-notch as the touch and feel of the components and the paint quality feels premium in every sense. Proper Japanese build.
You might be surprised to know this, but this Ninja is powered by the same 636mm that has been doing duty on previous iterations of the 6R for around a decade now. The motor has undergone updates from time to time, but the core construction still remains the same, and so is the rev-happy nature of the inline-4 motor. In order to comply with the latest emission norms, it registers slightly less power than its predecessor. The cams have been optimized and the pre-muffler is larger in size to make it compliant. But anything from an ECU flash to an aftermarket exhaust will get you back those lost figures. Also, the ZX-6R comes with an upshift-only quick shifter, so downshifts need to be done in the old-school manner by manually blipping the throttle to match the revs before dropping a cog. Designed for the track, legalized for the streets, the ZX-6R comes with Showa fully adjustable suspension units at both ends, allowing the rider to set the suspension exactly as wanted. The brakes, on the other hand, are of the same specification as before, except for the pedal discs have been replaced with regular circular ones.
Put all of that together and what you're looking at is a canyon carving motorcycle that offers you the true sense of a classic middleweight supersport. From the precise throttle inputs to the agility of the chassis, the performance and the feedback from the contact patches, everything feels very much connected and mechanical. Also, what needs to be mentioned is the amazing tractability of this motor. You can pull through from as low as 2000 RPM in 6th gear without any jerks or drama, which means you can comfortably ride this motorcycle in the city trouble-free regardless of which gear the bike is in. Shot with Pirelli Diablo Rosso 4 tires, there's ample amount of grip on offer. But while I was riding this motorcycle, I did feel somewhere that I wanted a little bit more grip, especially at the time of braking or cornering hard. Speaking of brakes, they do a fantastic job of sharing speed, and along with that you also have an updated ABS control module which has been recalibrated for better control.
Coming to India via the SKD route, the 2024 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-6R carries a sticker price of Rs 11.09 lakh ex-showroom. And while it isn't a cheap motorcycle, it is by far the only contender in the 600cc middleweight supersport class. The ZX-6R still continues to remain linked to its origins, is very mechanical and is one of the best motorcycles to have a blast on a racetrack.
Well, that answers the first question. For the second one, the only motorcycle that goes up against the Kawasaki ZX-6R is the Triumph Street Triple RS, which also is an equally fantastic motorcycle that has a similar power output. Going by that, that is an interesting comparison between a street naked and a supersport for next time. That's all for now. Hope you have liked this video, and if you have, do give us a thumbs up and do share it with your friends and especially with those who love motorcycles. I'm Janak Sorap signing out, and I shall see you in the next one. Thank you for watching Car and Bike.